I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. Soul bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcasted like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one Chief Rocker, Knicks Universe, your main man, Uncle Freezie. Y'all want this party started right. Y'all want this party started quickly. Right? What's good, party people? Y'all know what it is. It's blue tears, orange tears, Blorange Tears. Bam, let's go. Y'all are now rocking with the number one Knicks morning show. Your main man, Uncle Freezie, man. And I'm glad to see y'all, man. I'm glad to be with y'all. Let's get this party started. David L. is in the house. Kerry Cox is in the house. Yo, Chef NYK is in the house. Carlo is in the house. Bo Ismail is in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all. Salute to y'all, man. Good mornings. Good mornings. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Sorry about being late, man. Had some issues this morning, man. Had some issues going on this morning, man. I had a couple of quick things to handle, some work related stuff. Yeah, I know how it is. And then some tummy issue. Man, tummy issue is not a joke, man. Tummy issue is something serious. Sometimes tummy issue just hits you from out of nowhere like, hey. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So just briefly, I want to introduce a topic and see what y'all think about this. Right? I want to ask y'all, what the Knicks offseason, what impact did the New York Knicks offseason have on you? Do you feel like what the front office did was good for you or nah? You think the Knicks oh, is this for me? Hey. Thank you. You wanna come on? Come in. You wanna come on camera? She camera shy. Yo. She camera shy, right? She camera shy, like, I ain't got no appropriate clothing on. I'm not dressed. Okay, all right. Like how you supposed to dress? How were you supposed to dress for people that's all they want to talk about is Tom Thibodeau rotations, right? Like how would you? What's the appropriate attire for people that just want to talk Tom Thibodeau rotations? I mean, What do you put? You put on a Puma jogging suit or something? You know? I see Mets is in the house. Mets, I see you. Andrew Collier, what's good, boss? I see y'all. So I want to start this thing off with a what did we expect versus what did we obtain? Right? And I know I should have better light in here, right? But for some reason, you know what? I'm just gonna have to get one of those booming production lights that go on my face. But I don't want to do all that. Danny Landis, what's good? Danny Landis is in the house. Okay, I see you. Danny, how's Lucas, man? My man Danny Landis is like the hardest working dude. He like the hardest working father out there, bro. My main man Danny Landis, man, I consider him like one of the good guys. Danny Landis is working like 15 jobs. Danny Landis has like 15 jobs, all of them full time. Danny Landis has like 15 jobs and 32 bosses. You know what I'm saying? Just to try to make it. That's my guy. I love that. I love that, man. I love that. Hey, man, listen, I love being around grinders, right? So Andrew Collier says, man, listen, I want Leon to get Dylan Brooks. He is better than Draymond. Okay. Hey, man, that's excellent, bro. That's excellent, bro. Hey, Danny, you know what I'm saying? Hey, one day they asking you to buy them cereal, and the next day they are asking to borrow the car. That's how fast the years go by, bro. That's how fast the years go by. Trust, I know. Because I say that from an experience of a parent that seems like they have 1,000 kids, and all of them just take off and do their thing before you know it. You know, you walking around the house with nobody to talk to, and even the dog, even Benny is like, even Benny sometimes is like, yo, I'd rather just grind on this treat than talk to Uncle Freezie. T. Williams is in the house. T. Williams says, yo, I know some of y'all want to sign Dylan Brooks to the max this month. Nah, not maybe some. Maybe some, but not I. And David L. says, Brooks is trash. And fans that want him need to think better. They not good at the facts. What I'll say, man, is one game doesn't refine or decline a career. One game. Now, the person and listen, I didn't watch the game. I didn't watch the game, right? I didn't watch the game, and I should have. But I didn't. I'm not perfect. Right? I didn't. Oh, Kerry Cox, no. Bro, you listen, I'm not finished building the Nathan Knight bandwagon yet, bro. It's not finished. It's still in production. I can't listen. We can't put people on the bandwagon before we make it. Yo, Cox, let me finish making the bandwagon first before we start trying to put people on it. Yeah, man. So, yo, salute to all my people this morning, wherever you are. If you are retired, salute to you for grinding your way to that place that we all want to get to. If you out here grinding, if you at work listening to the Knicks Morning Drive in your cubicle in your car, right? Or say you in your house, you working from home, right? Salute to y'all. The early morning grind is real. Thank y'all for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if this is your first time here, or if you hadn't made your mind up. Yours truly is the number one chief rocket in Knicks universe, your main man, Uncle Freezie. And so we're gonna rock the spot for a little while, hoping that we can at least get you to through a major portion of your morning work hours with some conversation that is right down your alley. Allah Wise is in the house. Peace to the saint, Allah Wise. Allah Wise, man. Peace to me. Yo, I get mad feedback from people about Allah Wise. He always whispering wise counsel in people's ears, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Even if others don't or don't say it, I do. I appreciate it. So what the 2023 Knicks offseason meant to us, in my opinion, it's a whole bunch of things that really didn't move the needle. The only thing, or let me revise that. Let me restate that for the record. There are a whole bunch of things that didn't move the needle significantly. And the one or two things that moved the needle significantly in one direction or another, whether it's Obi Toppin getting traded, whether it's the Knicks signing Dante DiVincenzo, whether it's RJ Barrett showing, not showing, showing, not showing, and then showing in FIBA, whether it's Josh Hart showing up for Team USA. In my opinion, none of it was significant enough to get me into a lather. Right? Otherwise, I'll say it. You know, man. Hey, man, I'm your brother. Yeah, I'm your brother. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, I make the distinct, or I respect the distinct honor of being the mayor of Knicks Universe. And right, and so what I mean by that is I'm not bigger than anybody in Knicks Universe, but I will try my best to represent you well. Right? Like I'm not bigger than you guys, right? Like I'm not gonna be up here like, oh, you guys are so lucky to see me. You know, yo, you better come on because I'm a somebody. Now I'm not that guy, right? Not that guy in Knicks universe. I'm y'all brother. I'm just like y'all. I put my pants on the same way as everybody else, fast as I can. So, but the thing about Knicks universe, or not Knicks universe, but the Knicks offseason is what we expected maybe was something major. What we got was something minor. And to be honest with you, the minor tweaks that we got may be just what we needed, but I'm not for sure. I'm not for sure if what we got was just what we needed, but I'll take it. I'm trying to close the door, man. So whatever we got this offseason, I'm not for sure if it'll work. But I'm not gonna condemn it. Do I wish we would have got something different? Sure. But yeah. Yeah, just the Knicks didn't mess anything up. At least it didn't seem like it. So when it comes to what we got, it's one of those things of as long as they didn't mess it up, I'm okay. Right? As long as they didn't mess it up, I'm okay with it. What do y'all think about that? So we didn't hit a home run, but we got a base on balls. Right? So we got a base on balls. And Cam Goldberg says, I don't know. The Giants are really bad. The Knicks get really too shit. I don't know. I'm not gonna backpedal on the Knicks just yet. I still believe we can win. We can win 60 games. Andrew Collins J says Schroeder got that dog in him. Yeah. Where do you play him at though if the Knicks go after him? And Kerry Cox says, still think the Knicks are looking to move RJ for a better fitting piece. We'll see. Richard Kenny says Chicago. Okay. DeRozan and Caruso equals finals. Okay. Sherwin is in the building. Sherwin, you were right about Obi Toppin. You were right about Obi. You were right about Obi. Yo. So are y'all saying that DeRozan and Caruso here to the Knicks equals finals? And Alawan says, one game don't make a season. We got Boston game 1. We can lose and still win 60 games. Giants fans stay flexing. Okay. Giants fans stay flexing. Okay, I got you. Hey, Murphy says, good day. To me in the chat. How about that for Net fans? No more talk. Oh, wow. The hate for the Giants is, well, it's not really hate when it's the truth. Like, yo, I want to say this. Listen, man, this thing about the Knicks offseason is fascinating to me, but I do feel compelled just briefly to speak about what the Giants are trying to do. Let me tell y'all something about Daniel Jones. He trash. Why? I don't know why Giants fans are even hitching their wagons to a dude that holds onto the ball and throws the ball to his receivers late. I know that he's an early pick. I know he needs to learn. And I know that he fascinates you with the way that he runs and throws short passes, right? But if I needed a quarterback that could run and throw short passes, I'll go out and sign Mitch Trubisky for a tenth of the money that you're paying Daniel Jones. Right? The Giants have all these weapons everywhere, right? And last night I watched the pass. I watched the pass that Daniel Jones threw to number 0 right off the flat. It was like right off the flat, like 7 yards upfield, but out and on the boundary, right? And he threw the ball to him so late, right? And so my man's is like, yo, man, that receiver should have caught the ball. No, how about you throw him the ball when he was wide open 4 seconds before that? While you waiting, you look over there, you saw him open. You saw him open. Get the ball out of your hands and let the athletes do the things that the athletes are good at. Darren Waller had Darren Waller was so wide open. I was on the phone with Bully and Corey Lee, right? During this stretch, right? Right during this stretch. Darren Waller put a move on a safety and had about 10 yards of space, right? About 10 yards of space, right? Daniel Jones and missed him, came back to him and threw it to him. And that man got a big gain anyway, but it could have been and should have been a touchdown. Don't talk to me about Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley is elite, but if you can't block, you don't have a running game. And if defenses don't respect the pass, you won't have a running game. I'm sorry. I'm a Bears for trust. I know. Wiz is in the house. Wiz says Giants fans need Coach Prime and really need Shador. Hey, man, listen, man. The answer to Giants fans, the answer to y'all problems is under center. Period. I ain't gonna talk about this all day, man. I'm not gonna talk about this all day. But you know what though? You know what? If y'all had an average quarterback, if the Giants had an average quarterback, I think they beat the Cowboys last night. And maybe I think they beat the Cowboys by 15 points last night if they had an average quarterback. Right? And it's simple. And it's simple, right? The reason why Dallas was putting so much pressure on Daniel Jones was not because they feared Daniel Jones. They knew he would. When quarterbacks are that bad, 1 or 2 plays can take you out of a football game. And so they wanted Daniel Jones to make 1 or 2 of those bad plays that would take a team, that would deflate a team and take them out of a game. And guess what Daniel Jones did? That. Right? And listen, I'm gonna tell y'all this. And it's gonna sound crazy, right? But watch how many times Aaron Jones gets blitzed tonight. Right? Watch how many times tonight Jared Allen, is that his name, the quarterback from Buffalo? The Allen kid and Aaron Rodgers get blitzed tonight. They're going to show blitz and back up in coverage. But Daniel Jones, they know he's going to hold the ball and throw it to the wrong guy or throw it late. And Giants fans, listen, y'all my people. Most of the people that rock with us on the Knicks Morning Drive, a lot of y'all are Giants fans, right? Right? A lot of y'all A lot of y'all are Giants and Jets fans, and I get it, right? But hey, listen, man, Daniel Jones ain't it. If I'm the Giants, I'm unhitching my wagon from Daniel Jones. Yo, Dak Prescott didn't look great last night in the rain. Dak Prescott's receivers dropped plenty of balls last night. Dak Prescott weapons looked ordinary last night, right? The tight end dropped the pass going in the end zone. The best receiver dropped the ball across the middle. The backup tight end dropped the ball on third down. They looked beatable last night. But a talented team with a bad quarterback looks just like how the Giants looked last night. You can't tell me the Giants don't have talent on a defensive line. You can't tell me that, well, the line looked bad last night, right? The line looked terrible last night. But you can't tell me the Giants don't have offensive weapons. Kerry Cox says Daniel Jones not worth that amount of money. Yeah, man. If it were me, I would have reset the quarterback clock. Right, got a rookie wide receiver, got a good rookie quarterback out there. Right, with these guys, because here's the thing, you can't tell me that you don't want to do that and reset Saquon Barkley's clock, right? Because we see how much the Giants are featuring Saquon. I'd have traded Daniel Jones, traded Saquon for a large haul, right? I would have traded Saquon to somebody that, like an up and coming team. I'd have traded Saquon to the Detroit Lions or somewhere like that. Somebody's got all those picks, young up and coming team, and use those picks to rebuild my offensive line, and then put a quarterback back there. But that's just me. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I understand sometimes you got to take 2 steps forwards and 2 steps back, and such and such and such and opposites attract. All right, listen, all right, I know the Paul Abdul song and all that, right? Right. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. One thing won't fix another. You have to fix the entire unit, right? You can't blame the offensive line, right, for not being able to block for Daniel Jones when he's out there throwing the football late to receivers and throwing to the wrong guys. Right now, New York Giants, I believe y'all are looking at this generation's David Carr. I believe y'all are looking at this generation's David Carr with the Houston Texans. Because if you think Dallas has a pass rush, you wait till Washington come to town. You wait till Philly come to town. Right? You wait till the Packers come to town. Wiz says, I predicted Giants 11-6 even with DJ. We could be 13-4 with really talented QB. Just like the Knicks with Tibbs, we have the talent to win 55 games and make the no, Wiz. No, y'all don't. See, because the thing is it's not like y'all are running a bad scheme, right? Or you have a lot of guys out with injuries, right? Or the team is really young and just need to get some experience, right? Y'all quarterback is trash. Trash. And I understand that hope springs eternal, right? But there is no way that Dallas Cowboys team should have scored 40 points last night. There is no way that Dallas Cowboys team should have looked that good against the Giants. There's no way. That Dallas team does not look like a team that should be beating another NFL team by 40 points on the road. Dallas went on the road and beat an NFL team by 40. And we up here like, yeah, the Giants might win 10 games. When? The Giants might win 10 games over the next 2 seasons. But until they replace Daniel Jones, defenses smell blood in the water. Defenses smell blood in the water. And it's a shame that the Giants are wasting Saquon Barkley's career. They wasting Darren Waller's talent. I listen, I put a young QB back there and go with it. I do what the Seattle Seahawks did, right? I find me a Russell Wilson somewhere, a 3rd round QB, and put him in there and let him take the beating. I do like the Patriots did. With Drew Brees, this team is 9-7, right? So I'm just going to take a 6th round pick quarterback and put him in there and let him take the beating, right? Because you ain't really invested in nothing. A dude drafted 199th, you put him out there, he get beat up, and he winds up being a bum. You know what you spent? A 6th round pick. But you put that 6th round pick in there, and he winds up being a great system quarterback and gets the ball out of his hands, things might happen. But when you pick a guy and anoint him as the franchise quarterback, when a crazy GM makes a weird pick, you're like, hey, you took him 6th or 8th, wherever the Giants took him at. You're like, nah, bruh, nah. He ain't it. He ain't it. He is a classic example of what's his best trait? Oh, he can run. Well, is he a scrambling quarter? Is he Lamar Jackson? No. Okay. So he can run, but he's not a runner. Okay. Well, is he Jeff Garcia? Does he scramble around to get receivers open? Is he Jeff Garcia, Steve Young? No, he's not accurate like them. Okay. I ain't gonna lie. I saw Evan Neal get beat like a drum last night, and it's gonna happen for young tackles, right? It's gonna happen for young tackles, man. Some young tackles need time to learn positions. So, you know, Evan Neal is just gonna, and then plus he's big. He's big like Mekhi Becton. The dude is like 6'7", 250. Right? So I'm gonna relax. I'm not gonna beat up Evan Neal, right? He just needs some time to whatever. Sherwin says Jones reached a 4-year, $160 million extension. He is not going anywhere. Hey, and Sherwin, and you know what? Neither are the Giants. Bro, listen. If you think I know the Knicks, trust me, I know football, bro. He ain't it. He ain't it, bro. Daniel Jones does absolutely nothing special. At least with Dak Prescott is the J.R. Smith of quarterbacks, right? Dak is the J.R. Smith of quarterbacks. So with Dak, you like, okay, he is off. He way off. You already know you got to turn around and hand the ball off. He off. But if Dak hits like 3 or 4 passes in a row, he's going to be out there looking like the best quarterback in the NFL, running in touchdowns and all of that. JJ's in the building. JJ, what's good with it, man? JJ says the Cowboys own the Giants. Yeah. Kev Middleton. Wow. Kev Middleton just coming here putting his feet up. Good mornings, Kev Middleton. Good morning. Right. Kev Middleton says, all I have to say to Giants fans this morning is, how about them Cowboys? I am Jarrell is in the building. Salute. Hey, if y'all hadn't checked out I am Jarrell's channel, check out I am Jarrell. I'm unsure of what the schedule is like. I think they come on like half times or something, and maybe once a week. But check out I am Jarrell. He talked that Giants talk, man, for all y'all Giants fans that want to get a feel of Giants talk. Man, make sure you go check out I am Jarrell doing this thing about the Giants. I listened into them last night. It was a somber mood, to say the least. Let me just put it that way. Shout out to my guy. And so I am Jarrell says halftime every game. Bim. Last night, man, it was I was watching the Giants game while they were on. And I was trying to figure out what the Giants could do to keep their pass rush off of Daniel Jones. You know, rollouts, screens, quick draws, slants, run the football. And once Dallas got momentum, it was just too much. When the Giants were down 16-0, they had no fight left in them, and you could see it. This Giants team is fragile, bro. They got down 16-0, and you could tell they were broken. They had zero answers, right? And trust me, I know I'm a Bears fan, right? I troll every other team. I'm a Bears fan, right? But the Giants look fragile, right? It would not shock me in the least if they lose to Arizona this week. And I know what Giants fans are going to say. How dare he say that? We're the Giants. Nah, man. This team is fragile. If Arizona come out and punch them in the mouth early, y'all might start talking about firing y'all coach. And Kerry Cox says the Bears didn't play well either. Nah, but you can't go by the score. See, here's the thing. Green Bay was beating up on a team that earned the #1 pick last year. We earned it. Right? So you know the team is bad. The team was terrible. And just because you add a few pieces doesn't gonna make this team excellent, right? But here's the thing. You saw fight in Chicago the whole game. When they were trying to run the football and do stuff, you saw fight in the Bears. The Bears have a worse roster right now than the Giants do. The Giants have a more talented roster than the Bears. Right? They do. I mean, listen. I'm not going to dispute that. The Giants right now are further along in their rebuild than the Bears are. So what? Things happen, right? Things happen. But the Bears yesterday afternoon showed fight throughout against Green Bay. When they were getting blown out by Green, listen, the Bears at least put points on the board. The Bears put points on the board. The Giants couldn't score. How in the world can you not score in an NFL game? That team is defeated, and Daniel Jones is the reason why, in my opinion. Now I'm going to get back to the Knicks. Andrew Collins Jason. The Giants are playing for Caleb Williams. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, man. Yeah. When you lose, see, the Bears were playing in a mid-afternoon game in their home opener, and they lost to a team that historically is a playoff team, right? Right? The Giants were playing in prime time. The Giants were playing in the prime time game and laid down and let the Cowboys just do whatever they wanted to do to them. And most of it comes from having a quarterback that demoralizes and sucks out the energy of a team. And I know people will dispute that. I know people are going to dispute that, but you know what I saw? I didn't see a lot of dudes out there making diving catches or diving attempts. I didn't see dudes laying out to make tackles, right? I saw dudes, if the play is there, they make it. If the play ain't there, yeah. Yeah, and Alawan says a loss is a loss. Yeah, it's only one loss in a loss column, right? Unless it's your rival. When your rival comes into your building in a primetime game, around and listen, I'm gonna throw this in there, and I shouldn't, but I will. Today is September 11th, and that means a lot to some Americans. That means a lot, right? It's these two things don't connect, but it gives you the energy that you want to rep your city. And how did the Giants go out and rep their city yesterday? They lost 40-0 in a primetime game with their coach wearing a New York Fire Department hat on. So I don't want to connect September 11th to sports because y'all, I'm a veteran. Y'all already know how I feel about sports. People in sports saying weird sayings when it's just a sport, right? But the tone was set yesterday. Dallas looks like a 500 team, right? Dallas looks like a 500 team, and they came in there and destroyed the Giants. Building Blocks is in the building. Building Block says it is a good thing my Giants actually experienced winning a Super Bowl or winning Super Bowls, or I would be upset being a Knicks fan and a Giants fan right now. Yep, we talked about that last night. Man. And Hinton Murphy says Mr. Murphy hits it right on the head. It don't matter. Rivals shouldn't come into your house and win that way. All right. So let me talk about this Knicks offseason. and just crank up some stuff really quickly. I think the addition of Dante DiVincenzo and Nathan Knight is going to have the Knicks in a place where I'm trying to get this light right, y'all. So pardon me. I'm trying to work on the lighting. I think the addition of Nathan Knight and Dante DiVincenzo is going to mean something for the Knicks. I think Nathan Knight is I'm going to say it and y'all are going to laugh, right? Nathan Knight is a vending machine version of Julius Randle. Right? Bo Ismail says Nathan Knight sucks. Okay. It's amazing you can make that assumption in the offseason. That is spot on analysis. Even though every team that Nathan Knight played for, all their fans are like, dang, man, I wish we would have kept him. Minnesota and Atlanta, both their fan bases had told me to a man that they wish they would have kept Nathan Knight. Yeah. Bo Ismail says, thank you. Alawan says, if Dylan Windler can stay healthy, we got something as well, in my opinion. Yeah, I think so. I don't think Tibbs is going to play him, though. I think Tibbs is going to do him like he did Svi McCulloch. That's my comparison. Not that they play the same, but I think that's how Tibbs is going to treat him. Just get in here and shoot in a blowout. Come on, Tibbs. Both Svi and Dylan Windler can do more things than just shoot a 3-ball, right? But it's Tibbs we talking about, so you don't know what you're going to get, really, right? You don't know what you're going to get. I think Dante is going to be crucial in a fourth guard type of way. I can see us putting quickly DiVincenzo and Grimes on the floor at the same time and just locking up the opposing team's backcourt. I can see them not even being able to advance the basketball against that group. Right? My thing, though, is now that Dante DiVincenzo is here, what are we going to do with Deuce McBride? I love Deuce McBride, man. I ain't gonna lie. I love Deuce McBride. Ivory 10 says, we've never seen any of those guys lock down anyone. No, that's not accurate. That's not accurate, Ivory 10. That's not accurate. And then plus the unit together is what we were talking about, locking down a team. Dante DiVincenzo was ranked 11th defensively at his position. He was ranked 11th, right? Over Grimes, over Hart, over RJ, all those guys. And Ivory says, who got locked down? Oh, okay. All right. All right. Okay. David L says, we got to free McBride. Yeah, we got to, man. I think if anybody is going to get traded, I think it's Miles McBride. And I don't want it to happen, but these things occur. Right? These things happen. Ivory 10 says, give me a break with these ranking sellers. It means nothing. Julius Randle was ranked number 1 for his position 2 years ago, and we really think he's hey man, if you need a break, man, breaks are free. Breaks are free. Just take one. Just take one, bro. Ain't no pressure. You need a break, just take one, bro. You don't have to ask for them. Just take a deep breath. Wiz says Deuce can play power forward. Okay. 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 Yeah, man. Yeah, hey, Ivory 10, man, you gotta I understand what y'all say about the eye test, right? But every mall in the United States has an optometrist. You know why? Because people fail the eye test. You can't just go by what your eyes tell you. You have to have empirical data that back up what you're looking for. The reason why you look is because you're gathering data. You got to use data. You got to use a combination of both, bro. It can't just be, oh, Patrick Beverley looks like a defender. No, Patrick Beverley looks like an energy guy. Alex Caruso is a defender. Right? We can't just be out here like, oh, Jay Crowder defense. Nah. Jay Crowder is an energy guy. Lou Dort, that's a defender. It's just is what it is, man. You got to use both. And Ivory says Knicks are too small in the bench to stop anyone. I can't imagine a software bench than what a Knicks are going to put out. Okay. I could see where you're going with that, except for Nathan Knight. Yeah, you say give Ivory 10 a Kit Kat. A Kit Kat bar. Salute to my guy. Salute to my guy, Ivory 10. He says the Knicks bench is soft. I'm gonna say the Knicks bench is unproven. Can we just go by the Knicks bench is unproven? Let's go by the Knicks bench is unproven. Let's not say soft, right? Because I don't think Bam Knight, Lord have mercy. Nathan Knight is soft. Somebody put that in the chat, man, and it messed me up already. Nathan Knight is not soft. Nathan Knight is probably the opposite. Nathan Knight is probably a airport vending machine Julius Randle. Right? So Nathan Knight is a level 1 Julius Randle type, right? So he can do at 6'8", 6'9", 250, he can do a little bit of everything, but he doesn't have polished skills like Randle, right? Like Randle can stay healthy. Randle can rebound at a high rate. Randle can shoot the three. I'm not saying he's proficient, right? But for guys at 250 pounds, anybody 250 that shoots about 34%, you getting a thumbs up from me. Because we got a guy that's 215 pounds that's shooting it worse than Randle. And he's a starter. Right. David L is right. We're not midgets out here, man. It's just Jalen Brunson is the probably short for his position. But for the most part, everybody except Josh Hart has good size for their position. Because Josh Hart is a 6'4" Tree Rollins. Josh Hart is a 6'4" Michael Cage. Josh Hart is a 6'4" Josh Hart is a 6'4" power forward that only rebounds. And Ivory disagrees with us. Ivory says, Josh, small at point guard, small at shooting guard, small at small forward. Everyone on the bench is small. Right, except Nate Knight. He like 6'9", 250. Hartenstein is 7 foot 250. Isaiah Roby is 6'8", 250. I mean, building blocks. Josh Hart is a 6'4" Buck Williams. Josh Hart is a 6'4" Buck Williams. That's Josh Hart in a nutshell. David L says, that backcourt and you wrong. Our small forward is 6'7". That's average. Yeah. I guess it depends. Oh, Nate Knight making a team, bro. Nate Knight is making a team for those exact things that you just said. Why wouldn't he make the team? Why wouldn't Nate Knight make the team? For all the reasons you just mentioned. Yeah, Josh Hart is a 6'4" Buck Williams. Yeah. So the thing with the roster, I'm not going to complain about it because we hadn't seen it play yet. So I'm just gonna reserve some judgment on it and be a little reasonable. So we don't know what Tibbs has in store, right? We don't know what Tibbs has in store. We don't know what these pieces that we brought in are gonna do. What I do in this situation is be aware that we don't have tall wing players, but just to be aware of it. I'm not going to make my final arguments about the roster until we see them play. At least get to November before we make a final decision. At least. Paris Duggar is in the building. Paris Duggar says, Josh Hart is a fantastic role player. Rock in your shoe. Bim. That's for you, Ivory 10. Josh Hart is a fantastic role player. Right? So here's a rock for Paris Duggar's shoe. Josh Hart is going to average 26 and 6 this year. 20 points a game, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. He's got to, because he started at Team USA over Brandon Ingram and Paolo Banchero. If Josh Hart is that good where he's got Brandon Ingram on the bench, the Knicks don't need to trade for a star. We have Josh Hart. We have Josh Hart. Bully, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? We don't need a star. We got Josh Hart. And Josh Hart doesn't need to be 6'9". He is 6'4", full of heart. And he is going to start over RJ or Quentin Grimes and take this team to a championship. Averaging 26 and 6. The Nova boys are going to do it. And Kev Middleton says, Nick Nation, should we be concerned a USA team led by Brunson didn't win a medal, but a Dennis Schroeder led team with 3 average NBA players won the gold, and he was MVP? I think somebody's coming in here to start trouble. Trouble. I think somebody has come into the chat trying to start trouble. Paris Duggar says they were both on underachieving talented teams. Yeah. Yeah, this is interesting, to say the least. This is interesting. This is interesting. Kerry Cox says Brandon Ingram didn't play well because he's trying to get traded for RJ. Yo, I got to get out of here. I got some stuff to do, right? I'm going to try to get back this afternoon, y'all. I'm going to try to get back this afternoon and rock and roll. Y'all keep an eye out for me. I'm going to try to get the notification out there early so that we can catch it and rock together. But I got some phone calls that I have to make early on Monday mornings. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to try to catch y'all back in the same spot.